Welcome back to Charlie Mere Camping Vlog, my T3 Dream build, the van build 3. Today it's electrics. I'm still waiting to get the gas works done, and as soon as that's done we can lift the furniture in and we can start wiring the camper. In a recent video I might have told you I picked up the back door rubbers, the side door rubbers, we got the windows done, we got the mirrors done, the truck mirrors. So today I'm going to concentrate, it's just to give me something to do. I'm actually going to collect all the gas fixtures and fittings a little bit later on this morning. So it's only 8 o'clock, no Rocky for the next couple of days, so I'm going to wire the spotlights. I thought Anthony the mechanic would have been finished with the engine, but he's just one little more bit of wiring to do. So I'm going to attack the spotlights and see how we get on with that today. Of course we'll set up a camera and just show you bits and pieces. It's very dark because the relay for the spotlights will be going under the dash, so there's no point, but I'll show you what the plan is.
So the plan is, as you know, we have the 4 LED spotlights wired onto the front. Oh, we have that grill off. I forget why we took that grill off because we had to get cables for the spotlights into the van. So the plan is to attack this wiring, get a positive and a negative from there over to that corner there where that cable is, and get our spotlights wired. Yeah, very dark area, so there's no point setting up the camera, but let's see what we can do. So the plan is to put the relay in under the dash. Now it needs a constant positive, it needs a constant earth, the spotlights need a constant earth, and then you've got the switch wire to the relay, and then you've got from the relay to the spotlights. So here is the plan. There is the relay with the constant earth. There's an earth block. Just, hang on, let me get this camera down here. There's a couple of earth blocks just in here. There's 2 of them, so I've cleaned them off. That's the earth going to the spotlights. That's the earth going to the relay. I will fit the relay up in here behind the fuse box. There are a couple of positives here already that I want to chase and disconnect. So I'm going to run a cable then from here across the dash to the spotlight switch. That is the positive to the spotlights. I'm going to wire that onto the relay now. Then I've just to get a positive, there's a whole Ganzi load of positive terminals here. That'll go to the relay and that will be fused. And then I've just got to get a switch over to where the spotlight switch is going over there. Okay, so I got them wired through the relay. I've put them onto the ignition switch so that way I'll never leave them on. So if we turn on the ignition switch, turn on the dash light, and we have lights off. And then if I turn off the ignition, they'll go off, so I can never leave them on really. Result for today, I think. That took 45 minutes between getting the stuff together. I had an earth problem, but I sorted that. The relay was clicking, but I was just getting no light on the spotlights, and then I realized that I had a loose connection on the spotlight's earth. So they're on, they're working, they look good, they're on a switch. Now that switch, the glow plugs, the relay for some reason keeps sticking, and we put in a new relay, but there's just something wrong. So we have the glow plugs, you know, for a diesel. I have them on that same switch. That switch is twofold. Flick it up and it stays on, so that's for the spotlights. But flick it down and it's spring released. So now when I get in on the mornings, flick down the switch for a couple of seconds, that'll turn on the glow plugs. And when I release my finger off it, it'll turn off, so I won't be driving with the glow plugs on. Now, what I might do is I have to go to Clonmel to get some gas fittings from a chap who went routing and got me some old gas fittings. I think I'll take a spin to Clonmel now. I think, you know what, I don't know what the next part of this video will be. It'll either be me fitting the stereo or doing the gas.
Hey guys, welcome back to another part of this bits and pieces video. The question asked was, what's next? I'm hoping it's the final go at this gas. Let's see.
So I have this 2-ring hob, which is there, and the sink is there. And I just could not get this old pipe anywhere that will fit the fixtures and fittings. So that comes out of the cooker and then it drops down to the fridge. But I'm not putting the fridge back in on gas, so I have made a block piece. So that is going to go in there. and then it goes down to a blank because I'm not putting the fridge in on gas. Then I need that to continue across here into here, where I need to put in the cutoff, the emergency cutoff, which is, excuse me, here. You always have to have an emergency cutoff, and then it goes from the emergency cutoff out to your bottle of gas. Because this van is a 1989, I had major problems getting compression glands, and then a chap in Clonmel who is in the game found me his last 4. Well, actually, he found me 5. There's another one on that, and he also found me some pipe. Now, I might have enough pipe. I'm going to fit this, and there's a chap lives up the road. He said he'll drop in today. He'll pressure test it for me and make sure that I've done it right. So I'm not going to video this. You've seen the before, and now I'll show you the after. Well, the next piece of video will be the after. I would call that a result. I can't get in there, but the grill is also working. No leaks there, and no leaks there. Can we see the grill working from here? Yes, there it is. This gas has been a thorn in my side for 4 days. Definitely. I'm going to let them cool down. I'm going to test for leaks in around here. I'm delighted. I can now disconnect the gas at the emergency shut-off, get Anthony or Pa or somebody to help me lift this furniture in, and I have to do a bit of carpeting. Hang on that fiberglass, and then if I lift in the furniture, yeah, actually I have to go down to the hardware. I need some cable. I need to get some electrical cable from there into here. But we are on a roll. And that concludes the gas bit of this video. What's next? I haven't a clue. I was going to bring out the stereo and fit it because I'm just doing fiddly bits and I can do no more till I lift that in. So when I go downtown to the electrical store to get the cable, I might just dag up home, get the stereo and try and fit that. That's going to be a bitch to fit. I know that for a fact. I went downtown, got the electrical cable I need. So that's the mains in under this seat, which is that seat there. We're going to have hopefully we're going to have our leisure battery, our battery charger, and a lot of the electrics going from there up to this wall here, which will have the switches for lights and stuff like that, and the water pump. So I've got to get a cable. I can't do it now till we lift the kitchen in, but I've got to get a mains cable from there to the fridge. I've got a 12-volt cable to the fridge. I've got to get a mains cable from there up to there because I'm going to put a twin socket, a 220-volt twin socket on that wall as well. And that's all the mains. It'll just be that one 220-volt socket. I was going to put one on the face of that, but when I put the lights in, it would just look naff. So I'm not going to bother. What I might do is throw a single 220-volt socket on a lead in there. I don't know yet. I have to figure it out. I've got to go now and search over in that corner from all the stuff that we stripped off different builds to see if I can find a fuse board, because the fuse board that originally was on this van was mounted here at the end of the drivers. I still might mount it there at the end of the kitchen. The actual mains fuse board, which means then that mains cable will be going to here first and then from here into the charger. I'll wait and see. If ever your friends decide to come out and help you, right? It's all right having this guy helping you, but if ever your friends decide to come out and help you, close the garage door, pretend you're not here. There has been no work done today. I forgot to switch on the camera when myself and Rocky were carpeting that, but it fitted in fine. That's the cable up there for kitchen light. We're not going to get much more done today because Pa upset me over some rubbers. We've got the door rubbers to put around that door and the back door, but Pa's got to do some welding for me because this frame here for the rubbers disappears. And it disappears in that corner as well, but that's all in another video. So that is it for this segment of the video. We're heading towards the bank holiday weekend, the weekend after next, so we're going to be taking a couple of weeks off from the build. God knows we need it. Don't forget, you can subscribe. You don't have to. And if you want to donate to the coffee account, there's the details there. We'll talk to you again very soon. Take care.